Hello, hello, hello. Welcome again to Brian's Anime Adventures. I'm your host, Brian Arvin, and once again, I'm answering the call, the anime adventure. Now, normally, today's guest host was supposed to be my best friend, one of my friends, Lauren. Unfortunately, Lauren is not feeling well today, so she cannot be a part of the show, and I do hope that she gets better. She contacted me a couple of minutes before the show and let me know this. And she will be coming back on the show soon. Me and her have been bouncing off ideas after I started watching Cowboy Bebop, which is airing on Netflix, and we've been bouncing ideas to do a space themed episode for y'all. Plus, I am planning on getting with her to do our reactions to the first season of the live action Cowboy Bebop series that's supposed to be airing on Netflix next month. So, Lauren, I hope that you get better. If whenever you want to be a part of this show, all you have to do is ask, and you're allowed to be on it, without question. But we have a show to do, and since it is Halloween and it's the second part of the Pokemon adventure, I want to share with y'all some of my favorite ghost type Pokemon, as well as talk about the music from the Pokemon series, which, as y'all know, I'm a big fan of music. It relaxes me, it calms me. I enjoy it a whole hell of a lot. And I'll also be talking about some ways that you can watch some of the episodes of the series, whether it's online, some of the DVDs that you can find, streaming, wherever you can find the episodes at. I'll help you give you a hint on to where to find them at. Now, since it is Halloween, but by the way, happy Halloween, everybody, and I'm not dressed up yet. I am gonna do a little face painting with my goddaughter if she behaves herself. That's something I promised her. But ghost types are a big, huge thing in the Pokemon universe. We've had Lavender Town and its graveyard, and the thing that is so freaking creepy. I mean, it's if it weren't for the fact that I probably would this episode would get taken down due to copyright. I'll probably be playing you some of the themes right now, but I don't want to take any chances, especially after last time I did a music episode and I played one of the music reels and it got blocked due to the copyright of that song. Yeah, not doing that one again. What they say, fool me once, shame on you, fool me twice, shame on me. So yeah, that's not happening again. But it's a lot of names that creepy names that happen in the Pokemon world. For example, if I remember right, in Pokemon X and nah, not Pokemon X and Y, I think it was in either Pokemon Black and White or Pokemon X and Y, there's a creepy ghost girl that you can find in the game. It's an NPC. It doesn't battle you, but it's creepy as hell, and I never figured out why. Of course, there are various ghost type Pokemon in the Pokemon universe, from Haunter and from Ghastly and its evolution in the Kanto region, all the way to God knows how many types of ghost types in the Galar region, which I am a huge fan of the ghost types. I actually enjoy it. And we actually got our first one. Yes, gotta stay away from those. Yes, definitely that, Terry. If it comes to copyright, it's YouTube and everywhere else is getting bad about it. So I'm actually being careful about it a lot more now. But yes, ghost types are a big thing in the series. We actually saw as have some adventure with some ghost types such as Ghastly, Gengar, and Haunter in the series. We actually, and that was just in the first series. He met up with some ghost types throughout each of the series, and some were amazing. Heck, you had Ghastly who could take the form of a human for a moment. And Ghastly has become synonymous with ghost type. He had an adventure with Haunter. I wish he had caught that Haunter because that would have helped him out so much with being a ghost type. You can, in the game, spells or type moves cannot hit ghost types. Well, no, normal types are weak against ghost types. And I remember right. And being someone who played the game so much, I learned a lot about that and figured out pretty easily. Hey, better to keep a ghost type around, or a Pokemon that knew ghost type moves and handle Pokemon that it was weak against. Because yeah, you never want to go be without a ghost type when battling some people. And it's interesting that on this day, Halloween, we celebrate the ghost type Pokemon in the world because ghost types are a big thing, like I said. And with creepy music is also who didn't get freaked out when you went to the cemetery in Lavender Town and you didn't have the slip scope and you faced that you sorry, you end up facing that Pokemon, you didn't know what it was. It was just a big ghost, and without that slip scope, you couldn't do nothing about it until you found out it was a malware. And in Pokemon, if I in the Pokemon anime series, you were scared. I mean, in the game, you were scared. You didn't you freaked out until you realized what happened, and then you realized, hey, Pokemon can die, and then you find out the backstory over time. And if I remember right, it's actually mentioned in Pokemon Origins when they actually go through that. Since Pokemon Origins is pretty much the anime version of the first first three Pokemon games, Pokemon Red, Blue, and Green. Which, if you know as well as I do, Pokemon Green is the Japanese version, and Pokemon Blue, our Pokemon Blue is a combination of both. We actually got Pokemon Blue was special. Originally, it was Pokemon Red and Green. We got Pokemon Blue and Blue, Pokemon Red and Blue, and then our Pokemon Blue ended up being Pokemon Green in a way. The games were too hard, but they thought it was too hard, so they gave us an easier game, which we benefited from, and it. And for some of us managed to play the original two games, and we enjoyed it. And I have yet to play the Japanese version of Pokemon Green, but I've played Pokemon Blue, I've played Pokemon Yellow, and I played every other game since then. I played at least one of every generation. Have not missed the generation yet of the mainline games, and even went back to play some that if I had missed one, I always went back to play it, or I kept an eye on the game for a moment and see what was going on to see if it was worth me getting that new system just to play this game that's been out for a little while and enjoy. And uh yes, Terry, you are so right. When you're playing any Pokemon game, save and save often. And another thing, be careful who you loan your game to. Reason I say this, I remember, and Terry, you brought back a memory from long ago. As y'all know, I had Pokemon Yellow when I was little. I saved up a lot of money for it. Sold tons of Pokemon cards in my own personal collection just to get the game. It was gonna be my first Pokemon game, and I chose Pokemon Yellow because I love Pikachu. It was the newest game. I wanted to try it out. I wanted to enjoy it. I wanted to play it. I wanted my own Pokemon game. I had played my cousin Chad Pokemon Blue because he loaned it to me, but I wanted to do this, play my own game and say it was mine a piece on and say that I started my Pokemon journey. Unfortunately, I let a little kid play Pokemon Yellow. I got far in the game. When I went and got it back home, my save file was gone. All that hard work gone. Yeah, and I'm not, and this was a new game, so we can't blame the battery backup that most of those games had because the didn't go bad at the time. Honestly, if you had took care of the game, you could replace the battery. It was a lot easier to do, but but we couldn't blame that. So yeah, it was pretty heartbreaking to see that I had to start all over again. So that's why I'm not careful now when I let one of my cousins play Pokemon in my Pokemon game, and my goddaughter who has watched me play my Pokemon game. She looks at it with a smile, and hopefully she will find her favorite Pokemon in due time. Now, it's not just about ghost types. We're also going to be talking about the music of Pokemon because music is a big part of the series. You have the original Pokemon theme, which, God, who hasn't heard that theme? It has been mentioned in so many different movies. More recently, it was featured in a movie called Paper Towns that me and my best friend watched. And it was just awesome that the three characters from that movie sung that theme song in the movie. It's like, oh my God, yeah, that's just awesome. I don't know what the creator did to get them to put that song in there, but it was awesome. And it was such a amazing moment that I love the fact that they mentioned it. But you have so much of the music. And I have my little list right there, something that I'm gonna be talking about going by some. But you also have the Poke Rap, which as a kid who started watching Pokemon, you watch the series every day to hear the ending theme, to see that remember all 150 Pokemon. They always did 150, they never mentioned Mew because nobody knew Mew existed. It was a rumor. It was that one Pokemon that you thought you could never catch, and you didn't believe until you had it for your own, or you knew somebody that had a Mew and everything. I mean, it was interesting. And to state, yes, I do have a Mew thanks to the Pokemon Plus, and it's in my game, and it was like awesome to finally have a 3D Mew, because I've had a Mew via trade from other Pokemon players around the world, but this was the first one I could say I had that was a Pokemon of my own. Now, outside of the Pokemon theme and the Poke Rap, which when they did the Poke Rap, they did it so you had to watch it every day. We did not hear the whole Poke Rap from beginning to end until the Pokemon 2 be a Master soundtrack came out on CD, and this was before the internet. This was way before everybody had a whole internet around the house. This was way before YouTube, so nobody was uploading the soundtrack on there or everything. You had to buy the actual soundtrack to hear the full Poker Rap. And when I did, oh my God, it was awesome hearing it again. Even now, it holds a special place in my heart because I love just singing it, and it didn't really get on my nerve or my parents' nerves as much, but just knowing that I could remember listen to that song and say all 150 Pokemon and know that Mew is somewhere in there that I had to add Mew on my own. It was just amazing. Doing the soundtracks alone, they had a lot of songs from Viridian City to Be a Master. Oh my God, that some of those songs were just awesome. And we heard some of the songs two ways. One, we heard some of the songs from To Be a Master in the Pokemon anime series during the second half when they were in, I want to say, during the Indigo Plateau. So you heard a lot about them. You heard a lot of songs via them. And Pokemon Puzzle League played the 2B Master soundtrack, which was awesome. They also did Pikachu Jukebox, which was a replacement from the Poke Rap. So you heard some of the songs on there. We also heard one song we heard earlier than that, Pikachu's Goodbye, but it was sung by a male singer, which is different from the soundtrack. And on the 2BM at the soundtrack, it is sung by a female singer. And I never understood why. Maybe it was just something they were playing with. But to me, it always sounded like the male singer was better, not the female singer. It just to me, you heard two different versions of that song, and you expecting to hear the one that's from the TV series, and you get this one, and it's like you kind of disappointed, but you kind of want to know the history of it. So it's interesting. I may have to go back and find that song because it's one of those things where we grew up listening to. And again, you have some song that was never featured in the anime. You had Misty song that was never ever featured in the anime, nor was it featured in the. It was never featured anyway. It wasn't featured in the anime and any sort, and it played along with the notion that Misty had a crush on Ash, and it was just a good song. It was done as her perspective, and it was a beautiful love song, and it was just one of the songs where it gave you a hint of a romance between Misty and Ash, but to my knowledge that it came of it, it doesn't hurt the fact that Ash really never grows up. Yes, Ash is just like Bart Simpson. He always gonna be that same 10-year-old boy who has a Pikachu. We never see him celebrate a birthday. We never see him go through any changes other than him changing his Pokemon or getting stronger. But we never see him do any changes. It's not like the Dragon Ball series where we see Goku go up from Kid Goku up to adult Goku in Dragon Ball Z. It's not like us where, for the most part, we so some of us who grew up watching Ash and his adventures have grown up now, and we are like about the same age as some of the gym leaders that we have faced ourselves, and we are still fans of the series. And I mean, it's I always kind of, in my own way, wanted to see them do something with Ash, seeing the future will be like. And I even thought at one point that Ash was not going to be the main character of the series no more. I figured, why he, why not give it to somebody different for a change? Have him get older and pass the torch on to a new protagonist. But as always, we don't know what everybody likes as, and I'm not knocking the series creators for keeping it that long. Don't get me wrong, I actually I enjoyed him in the earlier series, and I have yet to see him in the newer series yet, but I've enjoyed him in the older series, and I can say, other than the animation style that they've used because of newer animation styles, a lot has changed with him. And I hope that maybe they'll do a prologue, or not prologue, epilogue one day to see him growing up, to see who he finally ends up with. Whether, because I would love to see him be grow up and actually be a father and have a kid of his own is a Pokemon fan too. Heck, we did have in the manga where Team Rocket, Jesse, James Meow actually got married and Jesse had a kid. So I like to see that same treatment happen with Pokemon, with Pikachu. Well, with Ash, I'm sorry. Just one of the things where I actually have that, as those thing goes, think about it, it'll be interesting to do. Now, I have some connection to some of these songs, and some of these songs were on the Pokemon, the first movie soundtrack. First off, we have the Pokemon first movie theme, which is a one of two updated themes. They did a total of three. We have the three. We have the first Pokemon theme that was used in the first season of anime. You have the Pokemon movie theme, and then to celebrate the 25th anniversary of Pokemon for Pokemon. I can't remember the name of the updated Pokemon movie that is pretty much every time on the first episode. But oh, matter of fact, yes, I do. Because I actually have it right here. For the Pokemon the movie I Choose You, they did an updated theme song for Pokemon. They did an updated version of the Pokemon theme, and I love that one also. But to me, Pokemon, the first movie version of the Pokemon theme was awesome. It was so freaking upbeat, and it was awesome. It was one of those songs that if you had a playlist and you want to work out, add that song because it was awesome. And I loved it. Now, besides that, you have the Pokerap GS, which featured the Pokemon from Gold and Silver, which we never really heard that outside of Totally Pokemon. And it was awesome that they did that, that we had another Pokerap. And they kept it up for a while. I'm not so where it ended. I think they stopped at the Hoenn region. I can't remember exactly when they stopped, but I know we had at least two or three versions. Which again, I actually enjoyed the fact that they kept the Pokérap up, but at the same time, now it's over 900 and something Pokemon. So I could see doing an hour-long song that featured every single Pokemon in there. Now, outside of that, we have a song that's not a Pokemon. It's from the Pokemon first movie, but it holds a special place in my heart. It's one of two songs that holds a special place in my heart. In my heart, the first one, this one is called "It Was You" by So Plus featuring Ashley Ballard. And the reason that song, and I encourage you to look it up. The reason that song holds a special place in my heart is for the sole fact that many years ago, I did was a part of a talent show at my local high school for the Loose Cannon, which is a literary arts magazine that we did, and I sung that song. That was the first time in a. It was one of the first time I actually sung in public, and I love that song. I remember my mom, and my grandma got me for Christmas one year the Pokemon TV Master soundtrack, the Pokemon the First Movie soundtrack, and a CD player to play it on. And I fell in love with that song. It Was You. It was a great song about friendship and one of my favorite songs by the artist to this day. And I could just remember singing that song and having a field day with it, just jamming along to it. Not only that, but another song is If Only Tears Could Bring It Back. And I sung it back my when I was getting ready to go to high school. And I sung it at a sports camp that I went to. and I only sung part of it. But none of my group was doing something, so I took the stage and I said I was going to do it. And later on, that the speaker we had made a reference to that song, to me singing it. That song is, I'm trying not to get emotional about it because it's bringing up some memories, but that song brings it touched my heart. It does bring a tears to my eye because, as some of y'all know, this year was 10 years since my mom been gone, and it brings back some memories. Because if you have ever lost a loved one, you want to make you would love to see them come back, and that song just touches my heart a lot now more than ever. Now that I lost somebody important to me, like my mother and other people, and everybody losing people around the world. And I'm sure if you listen to that song, it may touch your heart too. So by all means, listen to that song with an open heart. It is incredible. It is beautiful. It is God. It is amazing. Now we also have some other music to go through. We have one of the first instrumental music that actually touched my heart, Kiseki, which is Miracle in Japanese. It is from the Pokemon X and Y soundtrack. And the reason it touched my heart because let's give some backstory for this one. When playing the game, that song played. Now this came in the DS era, and which, as y'all know, is dual screen. Sorry, I felt a little emotional there. So when you play that song on the top screen, you hear the song. On the bottom screen, you see the lyrics. Now the lyrics will always start with the lyrics will always come in what your what language you had the game set on, but you can actually sing along to that song. Kiseki is a beautiful instrumental. I love it. I actually went out my way to download the song. When I beat the game, I don't remember where I was at when I beat it. Matter of fact, yes, I do. I was in the car with, I think, with my father or with a friend of mine when I beat it. I just remember I was on the phone. I was somewhere in the car when I heard that soundtrack, when I heard that song. I had my headphones on and I just was awestruck. It touched my heart. It is such a beautiful song that I can't help but say is one of the best soundtrack songs from any of the Pokemon soundtracks today. It is a beautiful instrumental. It has lyrics that you can sing along to. I've heard other people's covers of that song, and it is song. It's a song that's relevant to us to this day. It's by all means, I can't praise that song a lot. You would actually have to go and check it out. It is such a beautiful song, and if you manage to beat Pokemon X and Y, you know how it is when you find that inner thing that touches your heart. And that song touched my heart 1,000 times over. Now, the last song we also going to mention is Lugia's song slash The Legend Comes to Life. That song is from the second Pokemon movie, Pokemon the movie 2000, The Power One. And it is an amazing song. It is done with the ocarina. Y'all think, oh, Brian like talking about the ocarina again. I played Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time. I had only one song that I like off of that game, Prelude to Light. That was the only song I liked at the time. Y'all can at me if you want. Prelude to Light is the best Zelda song from that game. At me. I will stand on my high ground and defend it to this day. I love Prelude to Light until y'all can prove me wrong. And I don't count the Zelda theme because the Zelda theme is awesome. It's awesome any way you play it. But Prelude to Light is just amazing. Y'all can at me on that. Just saying I will stand on my high ground and raise my Pokeball. Yes, I will raise my Pokeball to that. And by the way, these were actually made for me by a friend of mine in Germany who hand knitted these, and these are awesome, and I love them. And it's so soft, but but Lugia's song is amazingly beautiful. It's become one of my theme songs, and it's one of the main songs that touches me 1,000 times over. It's so awesome just to listen to. It's one on one where you want to listen to just to relax, by all means, or you just want to calm down. It's one of the songs you can listen to just to breathe and just chill out and talk to your friends about just listen to the music, close your eyes, and picture the songs that's going on. Now, with all this talk of Pokemon, you probably want to know where to watch it. How can I watch the show? Now, there are many ways to watch it, and I've discovered my ways to do it, and it's time me to share with y'all. The easiest way, this is to me the best way to do it, is to go on the Pokemon TV app. Now, the Pokemon TV app has a lot of the series. It has all the series up to date from the Indigo League up to the most recent series that has. I know they didn't have the ones that's on Netflix now, but you on any of the movies, which sucks. But I'm gonna get to that later. But you can watch all the series for the most part, some of the series, as well as some of the specials such as Pokemon Chronicles and Pokemon Origins, which is awesome. I actually love the fact that you can watch them. Plus, it's free. You don't have to sign up. You don't gotta pay anything, and you can download the episodes to watch offline, which is what I was doing for a good while. I would actually download the app and watch some of my favorite episodes from the Pokemon anime and enjoy them because I can download them and watch them free of charge. I didn't have to have a subscription, didn't have to pay for it, no ad. It was just amazing to be able to watch some of the free shows that they offer. Now, of course, you can watch some of the episodes on Netflix if you have a Netflix subscription. They have a couple of episodes from season one, and that's it. They also have some of the movies, such as the Pokemon Mewtwo Strikes Back Evolution, and they also have the two new series that's been airing, so you can watch them on there. Finally, there's always YouTube. Normally, I've never been the one to say, "Hey, go to YouTube for anything." If you want to watch the show, because there are most anime is taken down due to copyright. But to those of us that do not have a Netflix subscription, to those of us that for some reason can't download the Pokemon TV app, YouTube is your best bet. They do have some of the series this on the show. You can watch some of the classic episodes. You can watch some of the new series like Pokemon Twilight Wings, which is a special that I'm gonna be checking out. And you can also, if you got YouTube Premium, download some of the episodes to watch offline. The only difference is with Pokemon and with YouTube, you only have a 30-day limit, which means you have 30 days to watch what you have downloaded, and that's with any video. There's no exceptions. I actually have YouTube Premium, and I actually enjoy it for the sole fact that it is no ad, and I love it. And the fact that you can watch the series, you can listen to the series. That means I can put my phone on sleep mode and the series playing and listen to it while I sleep. It is that awesome. And for the price, it's cheaper than, I'll say it's a lot cheaper than a Amazon Prime subscription. Just saying. And I have both. And you can always watch it and then listen to it on there. And some do have some full episodes, so it's a lot cheaper. But if you really want to watch it, I would suggest you watch it on the Pokemon TV app. It just makes sense to do it that way. Now, of course, there are various DVDs that you can get to watch some of the Pokemon movies. I actually have, and I've actually seen this. They have the first three Pokemon movies, Pokemon the first movie, the movie 2000, and Pokemon the movie 3, all on a DVD set that you can get. They also have a lot of the Pokemon episodes on DVD. They have the seasons on DVD. All the movies have been released up to date on DVD, and I do believe Blu-ray. I had to look into that. So you can always watch them and see them with your kids or your family members because the movies are awesome. The Pokemon the first movie is awesome, it's just amazing. Pokemon the movie 2000 is a personal favorite. You, Pokemon, uh, and you also have some of the other ones, Pokemon Forever, Pokemon Heroes. You can check. I would suggest you check them out and enjoy them that way. So by all means, there's no excuse for you to, if you want to go back and relive your Pokemon, if you want to go back and relive some Pokemon nostalgia, go to the DVDs, go to the Pokemon TV app, check it out. Now, of course, there's some mobile games that you can check out also. Of course, you have notoriously, you have Pokemon Go, which I am a fan of, and I haven't played in a while. You have Pokemon Magic Carp Jump, which I've played so much, and I may have to download it again because it's such a fun game dealing with Magic Carp, one of the weaker Pokemon. So, by all means, check some of those games out. You have Pokemon Masters EX, which is another great Pokemon game, and it's so much. This Pokemon universe is giving us so much to the fans. You have Pokemon model kits. As you went recently to Walmart, and I actually was going to pick up a Mega Block Squirtle figure, and I changed my mind all because I saw something I wanted instead, and was like, I'd rather have this. And Pokemon are becoming mainstream, and it's I'm so proud of the fact that we are going into this as Pokemon fans with a new game, with new ways to watch it, with, if I'm correct, they even do a mobile Pokemon trading card game app that's going to be coming out soon. Yes, the Pokemon universe is getting bigger and bigger every day. So I encourage you to watch it. And with that, I do want to tease the next episode because as you see, it's time me to take it and tell you about my ninja way. Yes, next episode of Pokemon Bronze Anime Adventures, we will be traveling to the ninja world, and I'll tell you about one of my favorite animes of all time, Naruto. And I'll be doing this in part spaced out some because I will be also be giving y'all a heads up to what's going to happen next with it. As I told y'all, I'm going to be talking about Cowboy Bebop soon, but I want to take the time to dedicate an episode to my favorite ninja protagonist, the one that taught me to never go back on his word, Naruto Uzumaki. So until then, I've been your host, Brian Oliver. I've answer the call to anime adventure, and goodbye, Space Cowboy.